Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Coach Killers podcast. My name's Nick.
My name's Stefan.
And we've got a jam-packed show for you today. We're going to be discussing our Coach Killer of the Week for this week.
Yeah, the Coach Killer.
We've got our Game of the Week, which is Italy versus France.
Yep, that friendly match.
Some transfer news and some managerial appointments.
Yeah, some big news there.
And as well, review our top 5 picks for the World Cup with a couple of roughies in there as well.
Yes.
But let's just get straight to it because we've got a lot of content. Let's just start with our Coach Killer of the Week.
Yes.
Where's my drum roll?
It's coming.
And our Coach Killer of the Week is Mr. Zinedine Zidane.
The great Zizou.
Stefan, tell us why he's the Coach Killer this week.
This is a joke. I don't know how this stuff can happen. Like in the world of soccer, this is just unreal. How can you win 3 Champions League titles in a row?
Yeah, definitely.
Be compared to the greats like Ancelotti and the rest of them and then just step down. I don't understand.
Like, he was a great player, but I don't know why they're comparing him to great coaches like Ancelotti. You know what I mean? He's not proven. I feel the same way about Pep as well. Yeah. Not that because he's a Man City's manager, just that he's never really had to work hard like, Mourinho or...
Oh, okay.
Mourinho.
I see what you're doing there again.
Or even, Emery, who's at Arsenal now.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Who took Sevilla and won the Europa League with them 3 times, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so I don't know why they're comparing him to such great coaches where he's really never had to work for it.
Yeah, it's only the record. Because he's won the 3 in a row, that's why they're comparing him. I do
put
agree
Ronaldo
with
in any team and they'll have the same record. Like
I think tactically he's rubbish.
Well, I don't think...
Zinedine Zidane, he's got nothing. He's got no game plan.
He doesn't really focus on the tactics. I think he's more of the ego.
Yeah.
The ego coach.
Yeah, big time. Controlling the big names, getting them to tone down a bit and listen up. That's probably what he's good at. But in terms of the way the game's played and bringing a different type of flow to the game,
those players know what they're doing, mate. You know.
Of course.
World class. But he's our Coach Killer of the Week because why would you leave? Why?
I
cannot believe that.
Unbelievable. Real Madrid for you.
Speaking of managerial changes,
yes,
Mr. Frank Lampard has his first coaching job at Derby County.
At Derby County, the little English championship side, yes.
Do you think you might bring him into the Premier League? Or
because he's Frank Lampard, everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to bring him into the Premier League. Nothing's going to change. There's no investment for Derby County. I mean,
they've said that, we can't spend how they've been spending. I don't know how much they've been spending, but, so I don't think he's going to have any backing to buy any real decent players.
They're a tiny fish, so let's be honest. Let's move on.
Yep.
What's next?
Fair enough. Ancelotti at Napoli?
Yeah, that's huge. Huge for the league in Italy. Obviously, the league's not up to standard at the moment compared to the other European top-tier leagues in all of Europe. Mm-hmm. But Ancelotti...
Do you think they actually have a chance to take the title away from Juventus now?
100%. They did have the team for it, and Sarri this season gone past was pretty good.
Yeah. But they're going to lose... They might lose one of their biggest players, Jorginho.
Yeah, they are. Well, there's talk that Man City have tabled, I think, 55 million for him.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens there.
It's just all rumours for now. But anyway, moving back to Ancelotti, I think definitely it's better for the league, 100%, and be good to see him take a little team like Napoli to the top if he can. Yeah,
definitely. The other big news is who's going to be the manager of Chelsea when the season begins. Will it be Conte? Will he be there to see out his contract? Sarri?
Yeah.
Or what about Zidane?
Could he go there? Who knows? You don't know.
What do you think? Who do you think will...
I think it'll be Sarri.
Sarri, really?
Yeah, I don't think Conte's going to stay. Because of the problems with Abramovich.
He looked very deflated towards the end of the Premier League season.
Still beat your team, let's just mention that, in the FA Cup final. So still beat Manchester United whilst being deflated.
We were very unlucky, but anyway.
No, you weren't unlucky. You lost
anyway. So... Who knows? I think personally Conte will see it out.
Really?
Because where's he going to go? Is he going to go back to Juventus?
Well, he said he'll probably take a year off. I can't see him going back to Juve because Allegri's going to stay there. So,
or another big thing, what if Zidane stepped down from Real Madrid to become the coach of Chelsea? What if Abramovich, did some?
I wouldn't rule it out. Because Abramovich is a sneaky, he's a sneaky businessman. he probably would do something like that, to be honest. He'd go behind the coach's back. He has done it before, we know. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't rule that one out. That's good that you picked that up, Nick.
Yeah. Well, finally, what about who's going to be the coach of Real Madrid? Wenger?
I think 100% it's going to be Arsene Wenger.
Dead set.
I'm dead set.
Okay.
I will put my house on it if I owned one. But anyway. Yeah, I think it'll be Wenger, 100%. I think they've already got him. It's just a formality.
Oh, well, I don't see that as a step up.
I can't see. You don't see that as a step up.
Not really.
Arsene Wenger at Real Madrid.
Well,
the Arsene Wenger.
Anyone will be successful at Madrid.
The Arsene Wenger. You think that he's just what, like a Pochettino?
I reckon Pochettino will be a better fit.
No way.
Why?
Why? Because
he's not
Spanish?
going anywhere. He's not Spanish. He's Argentinian.
Is he Argentinian?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But
I don't think. I think Wenger, mate. Wenger, 100%. I'm backing him. Go Wenger.
Wenger in.
Wenger in.
Hashtag Wenger in.
Hashtag Wenger in Real Madrid.
Let's move on to our game of the week, which was Italy versus France.
Oh yeah.
Give us a review.
I watched it. Look, the French were all over them.
Of course,
And that's hard saying. I mean, I support Italy. My heritage is Italian, so I do support Italy.
Of course,
the
yeah.
Azzurri.
Yeah.
Watched them since I was a kid, and to see, it's good to see that they're back up. It's good to see.
they
that
got a
there's-
young squad,
Yeah,
so
young players.
you can't
playing,
expect too much.
Of course, not against the full. I mean, France's lineup was full strength as well. I mean, you had Griezmann running amok up front as per usual, sending the Italian defenders into a frenzy. No Buffon for Italy, so they've got to move on. They've got to find a new leader to.
Perin, mate.
Perin. Maybe. Not too sure about that one yet. We'll
You're not
see.
sure?
I don't know where Italy's goalkeeper's direction is. There's about 5 or 6 of them that can take that number one for the Azzurri, but at the moment, no one's really come to the front.
But how good was Griezmann? He was.
Oh, Griezmann, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, even as
He ran amok.
I mean, the French are rivals to the Italians.
And
as we all
where's
know.
he going to end up? Is he going to Barca? Is he going to United?
I think more Barca.
Well, he said he's going to, before the World Cup starts, he's going to say where he's going and his future will be
Yeah,
determined.
well, I mean, the World Cup starts next week. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
9 days to go now.
9 days to go now. So he needs to hurry up and give us all the decision. But
Pogba was very deplorable in that game. He
Pogba-
needs to lift his game.
I think Pogba was only playing at 50% on purpose, to
True.
be honest. I mean,
But if France want to do anything in the World Cup, he's going to have to.
France are one of those teams, they're shaky. I don't see him. I mean, I see him in that final. I see him getting to the quarterfinals, but I don't know whether they can go on and win it after that. They've got the quality. It's just they lack the that toughness you need, I think. They really do. They lack the belief in themselves to cause an upset or to beat one of the big guns like Germany or Brazil.
Yeah. Going back to transfer news, what about Lewandowski?
I know, Lewandowski
He said he wants to leave.
saying he wants to leave Bayern Munich. I mean,
Big
what
news.
the hell? What the hell? Legit, you're not making enough money? What is it?
He'll do well if he goes to Juventus.
Yeah, well, it's Juventus that are in the front-running position for him. And if they get him, God help the rest of the Serie A teams. I mean, once again, yeah, they will be very dominant if they manage to pursue Lewandowski and sign him up. So, I mean, bad luck if you're another Serie A team supporter like myself.
It's all right. Roma will never be a big fish.
All right, calm down, mister. We got knocked out.
Hopefully they go through again in the Champions League, but I see there's.
I'll go further than Man United, but anyway, like they already did.
We'll see what
might I
happens.
mention.
We'll see what happens once
Yes.
Fred comes in.
Oh,
He did his
my
medical
goodness.
today.
Fred.
So,
You
anyway,
don't stop
but that's a
rambling
story
up
for
on it.
next week, I guess.
I hope so, about how he pulled his hamstring and won't feature for Man United for the whole season.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he does. You never know.
But seriously, do you think he can change like your team? Is he that good of a player? Because I'm going
Not
to be
change
right.
the team, but give Pogba the freedom. If he sits there with Matic, I know he's not a defensive midfielder, but he's a utility player. Can
You
play
honestly
anywhere.
think he's a
him
utility
and
player?
Matic playing with Pogba in front.
I think he's nothing. I think
that's-
he'll just be on the bench.
And
mate.
Pogba showed when he had Herrera and Matic holding the line, so he didn't have to run and defend.
Where did
he
he show
took games
that?
apart.
Which game did he show that in?
He showed that in the Chelsea game, the second time
The one
that we
you
played
lost?
him. No, the one that we the one that we won 3-0, I think it was.
Oh, well, really?
He took games apart, but
yeah, but you
that's just the
got knocked
type
out.
of player
I mean,
he
you got
is.
knocked out to Sevilla at Old Trafford. Let's not forget. But anyway,
That's all right. He couldn't beat Liverpool, but only Real Madrid, I guess, can beat Liverpool this season.
okay, all right. Here we go.
Now let's go on to our top 5
World
picks.
Cup picks.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
can't wait. Would you like to kick it off, Nick?
Yes. So my number five pick would be Portugal, I'll say.
Okay.
You know, they won the Euros. They got a quality team. You know, maybe not the best team as everyone else in the cup, but you got Ronaldo, mate, and I think he wants to stamp his authority and show that he's the best of all time. You know,
big.
Well, if he wins the World Cup, then
yeah.
that Messi Ronaldo discussion goes out the window because
It's gone.
He's got a Euro. He's got a World Cup.
That's if.
Yeah. Well, who's your number five?
My number 5 pick is Croatia.
Oh,
That
really?
midfield is so solid. I mean,
Definitely.
They got a good starting 11. They got centre backs. They got a goalkeeper. They got attackers. I mean, they got Perisic, it's Kalinic, up front.
Then you got Modric in the middle, Kovacic
Rakitic,
as well.
Kovacic. I mean,
A
good
lot of
players
itches.
around. Yeah, a lot of itches. If you're like, but I do think if you are out there and you're Croatian and you support Croatia, you're looking at a very good World Cup because this World Cup, in my opinion,
I would say they're one of my dark horses in the
no,
tournament.
they're in my top 5, man. I really rate them. I think they'll do something.
All right, let's move on to number 4.
Yeah,
I'll say number 4, Spain.
yeah.
They're a bit of an
don't
aging
know.
squad, but they
They
still
are.
have the quality. They've had some good form in the lead up to the cup.
Yeah,
the friendly
the
matches,
friendly matches have done really well. I agree with that.
What about your number 4?
Well, my number 4 is going to be Argentina.
Okay,
I think that
Messi.
I've just got a feeling Messi will run riot in this World Cup.
Yeah,
I think he
this
has
is his chance.
This is his chance to get back. This is the chance to end that discussion. I
He
mean,
might have one more World Cup in him, maybe, but I think this is. His best chance.
I think at his peak of his powers, this is his best chance to win a World Cup with Argentina, and I think he will be that player that can carry his team through the tournament. So I rate them as a massive chance, believe it or not. So my 4th pick is Argentina.
Yeah, so we'll go to number 3 now.
Number 3. Here's your number 3.
Da-da-da. Belgium.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Belgium. They have a great squad.
Who?
Belgium. Honestly, they have the most complete squad in the tournament.
Wrong.
The 2 centre backs, Vertonghen and Alderweireld, even Company, he's injured, but still,
Who? Aldi? What?
Alderweireld.
From Tottenham.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's all right. Look, I don't know.
that Lukaku up front. Then you got Hazard. You know what I mean? Some quality all round. Thibaut Courtois in goal. I think they'll be, pushing. They will make it to the semi-finals. Put your house on that.
No chance, mate. For me, Belgium is a massive pretender. They will never win any major European tournament. I don't care who the manager is. I don't care what players they got. I think they're nothing, mate. They're just always up there because they've got a good 11, but that 11 cannot play together.
I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Who's your number 3, mate?
Number 3 for me. Come on, mate. You know who it is. Give me a drum roll. Come on, give me your drum roll. Give me your drum roll. Let's do it. That was a terrible drum roll. But anyway, it is England. The Barmy Army.
The 3 Lions, huh?
The 3 Lions. I think England's a red-hot show. I think everyone's expecting nothing from England because they're like, England's always hyped up.
England
they do
is
nothing.
England, mate. Like, I can't put them in my top 5. They're a roughie. They're a good dark horse.
They ain't
right?
a dark horse, mate.
But
I'm telling you now.
do they have the quality?
Yes.
Well,
In droves. Harry Kane. Harry Kane up front. Harry Kane.
And
I mean, the young players coming through, you got Dele Alli as well. With Kane, they've had that partnership at Tottenham together. That's going to work well for the national team in the World Cup, and you will see it.
Rashford
as well. There you go. There's Marcus Rashford from Man
Yeah, but
United.
these are all young stars still coming up, Can they can go far, they'll make it out of the group.
Look, they're young.
I don't think they'll make the final, to be honest.
You don't think?
No, I think it's still too early. I think
Mate.
next World Cup, they'll be quality when, Kane's 27, 28 years old. Rashford's 25 by then. You know what I mean? All these young players are in their prime.
Look,
now,
they are in the group of death, right? And the reason why I've put them in...
and when
I
they don't
think-
have Fabian Delph as a left back.
Listen, stop making jokes about England. But anyway, no, I think that they are a red hot chance to go through to the final, honestly, and to the semi-final. I think minimum, I reckon they'll get to the final.
I think you're dreaming there. But
I think they'll go more further than Belgium. But anyway, moving on.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You heard it here first. England's going further than Belgium.
That's right. You heard it here. We'll see.
So number 2.
Number 2.
Germany for me. What about you?
Germany number 2. Why number 2 for Germany? For you, why?
I think they're a rebuilding, squad. Their form hasn't been that great, but they still have the quality. They're gonna.
Really?
I think they'll get to the final.
Okay. I do agree. To an extent, I agree with you, but I don't think
are they your number 2 as well?
No.
Who's your
number 2 for me is Brazil.
Oh, Brazil is my number 1. So.
Well, see, we've got the reverse.
Reverse. Okay, so you got Germany number 1.
I've got Germany number 1.
I think they'll be the final. 2. In all honesty,
you think it'll be Germany and Brazil?
Germany, Brazil.
Really?
England have a good run, so that's why I've got them as a roughie.
Look, I think the final will be Brazil and England. I think Germany won't make it. I reckon it's going to be Brazil and England. Just looking at a simulated draw in the brackets,
they have a strong squad. They've narrowed down their 23-man squad.
Yeah, but England,
and it looks terrifying. Like quality players all round. Thomas Muller up front with Timo Werner.
Yeah, they do. Look, for me, they are the clear favourite. You can't say Germany's not the favourite.
Kroos and Khedira in the middle holding it up.
Yeah, a lot of experience.
Manuel Neuer, you're back from injury. The captain of Germany.
But they did leave out Leroy Sané.
Yeah, which I can't believe.
Yeah, I think that's
how
a joke.
How can Fabian Delph and Danny Welbeck go to the World Cup and Leroy Sané...
No, it was ridiculous.
He's staying home.
I mean, that's a joke. I think
then again, that's what I'm saying. The quality difference. There's so many better players.
That's why I think that they got the best team in the World Cup. Yeah. I think if someone has an injury, they've got someone to come in that is up to that level. They've got players on the bench that are ready to go. That's what makes them the difference compared to everyone else in the chasing pack.
Definitely.
Well, so yeah.
That's our top 5.
They're our top 5.
We just want to give a special mention to that Sir Alex Ferguson is out of hospital now.
Yes, he's
which
clear.
is great news.
Yeah.
And he's recovering with his family. So good on you, Fergie.
Yeah.
We've been letting some hints go on Instagram.
Yes.
Saying that we have a big announcement.
Yes.
Some big news. Would you like to tell our viewers?
Some massive news.
Our listeners, I should say.
Our listeners. Basically, everyone that's listening to this podcast right now, you should go up at least 100 notches because we have managed to get an interview with the one and only Archie Thompson, the Melbourne Victory legend, hero, cult figure, the Socceroos saviour, if you like, scoring 13 goals in one match. So
he'll be on our podcast next week.
Yes.
So listen out. And
listen out to that.
Previewing the Australian squad.
Our lead up
and
into
looking
the
at
World Cup.
their fixtures and how we think they'll go and if they'll make it out. So make sure you tune in to hear our interview with Archie Thompson next week.
Definitely, that'll be next week,
Tuesday,
guys.
7 p.m.
Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Lock that in.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Coach Killers Podcast, which is the same for YouTube and Facebook at Coach Killers Podcast.
And we are on Spotify as well.
Yeah, Spotify and SoundCloud. Our link to our SoundCloud's on our Insta page, so just click in the bio.
And hear the episode.
You can hear the episode.
Yeah.
And just, look out. We'll be posting up some more news and things that come out during the week and that we'll talk about in next week's episode. So thank you everyone for listening.
Yes, thank you guys.
Until next week.
Ciao, ciao.